What's up, everyone? It's the Mediocre Gamer. My name is Nate, and I'm here with a new game. If you cannot already tell that this isn't Minecraft or Modern Warfare 3, then I am legitimately worried for you. So you should get something checked out. This is Battlefield 3, new game, newish game. Came out 2011, late 2011, and I just got this from a friend of mine who stopped playing it, so he's letting me borrow it for at least a little bit. And this is my third gameplay ever on this game. I played a lot of Battlefield 2, so I'm pretty experienced, and Battlefield 1 actually, so Battlefield 1 and 2 I played, so I'm pretty experienced in the actual Battlefield series. So shouldn't be too big of a surprise that I get a decent score in this round for only being one of my first rounds of Battlefield 3. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy watching this. This is a pretty good gameplay, and I really enjoyed playing this game, especially when you do well. When you do well and you win gun battles, and you start to get up there on the leaderboards, it's a ton more fun, obviously, than getting shafted and going like 1 in 15 and stuff. So, if you want to know how to do better, if you're struggling and you want to know how to improve your game a little bit, I was thinking about doing a Battlefield 3 tips video. I was just thinking as I was playing this game, you know, like what about this game is successful and what am I doing that's successful? And I mean, there were a couple tips that came across my mind, and then brainstorming a little bit more, I came up with 10, and 10 tips is a decent amount, and I think a lot of people could benefit from maybe hearing them or watching a gameplay that tried to help them out. So let me know if you guys want to see that to all of my 15 viewers on this video prediction. But yeah, so I'm really enjoying this game. Definitely a nice break from Call of Duty and Minecraft and stuff. I've actually kind of gotten bored of Minecraft recently until like a recent spark, like 2 days ago or something. But and then Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, I'm just editing for my clan, you could say. Not really a clan, but just editing for my other YouTube channel, Super Hot Experience. Link will be in the description, hopefully, if I don't forget. If I do forget, just comment and I'll send you the link, because it's a cool channel. We have a couple cool montages out that I edited, and 2 commentaries, I think. So yeah, 3 montages, 2 commentaries. But enough about that and more about this game. The reason I'm liking this game so much is, just like in Battlefield 2 and the more or less Battlefield 1, the emphasis is way less on the kill-death ratio and the lone wolf aspect. And has such an emphasis on the squads and team-based combat, and it's honestly all about teamwork. If you guys are all doing your own individual thing, and you guys all put on sniper rifles and try to quickscope or whatever, like you would in Modern Warfare 3, you guys are gonna get wrecked, and it's not gonna be fun at all. Because there's vehicles. You have like vehicles in the air. You have these jets, and you have these helicopters, and then you have vehicles on the ground. You got these buggies and these like trucks and tanks and stuff like that. So it's a hugely different game. I can't even stress enough how much different it is than the Call of Duty series, which makes it a lot of fun, and which makes it a good break from Modern Warfare 3. So if you haven't played this game before, definitely check it out. Give it a good rent or something. Redbox, Blockbuster, all of those stores or kiosks should have Battlefield 3 for your console. And if you're on PC, buy it, download it, or play. Does OnLive support PC? I'm not sure, but OnLive is this cool online gaming program where you can do demos and stuff, and I think you might have like a half-hour demo for this game. So definitely check it out. Really fun game, and once again, it's just so much different from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. So if you are frustrated with Modern Warfare 3, come check out this game. One of the main differences is the destruction and the ability to destroy your environment. You can see right in front of me in this clip, there is a fence that's destroyed, and that originally wasn't like that, and there are a couple walls that originally didn't have huge holes in them, and This game does a really good job with their game engine, Frost 2. It was an upgrade from Frostbite, I think, or just Frost that was in Battlefield 2. And it was a completely destructible environment in Battlefield 2. I mean, you'd shoot at a cement wall and it would chip away like right before your eyes, and that was really cool. And then they kind of toned it back a little bit in Battlefield 3 to make it a little bit easier to find cover and stuff like that, because Battlefield 2 was ridiculous. I mean, you hid behind a wall and it was like you're standing in the open practically, other than the line of sight, obviously, but they could blow right through it with a number of different things, with their tank grenade, their gun itself. So, like, you have Call of Duty, right? And Call of Duty, yeah, you can shoot through the wall and hit them, but there's no impact on the wall other than some 2D bullet holes. And it's kind of lame, to be honest. They don't really spend that much time on their game engine. I mean, you look at COD 4, and the graphics and game engine are almost the same, except for some minor updates and some bug updates and stuff that fit the guns and the maps and the game types and stuff like that. But they haven't really worked on it. And when you see the difference between Battlefield 2 and Battlefield 3, it's so much unlike the difference between Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. And you can tell how much time they spent on this game and how much thought was put into every aspect, because it's a greatly made game. Super nice. This actually won my favorite video game review channel, called 3 Kilobytes. You guys, if you're watching this video, there is a way higher chance that you know them than me, obviously, because I have, I don't know, 20 subscribers. But so if you know 3 Kilobytes, check out their 2011 Video Game Awards, and you'll see that Battlefield 3 actually won the first-person shooter, best first-person shooter of the year title, over Modern Warfare 3 and Crisis 2 and stuff like that. And there are a couple reasons why. One of them, obviously, is the team-based aspect of it. Another one is, like I was talking about, how much time they spent on it. You can really tell how much thought was put into the game engine and into the gameplay and the game types and guns and all this stuff, the classes you choose. Every single class has such a big impact on the game. If you want to be the guy who's the hero and goes and saves the objectives, you do that with the assault class. You know, you get in there and you do work. If you want to be the guy who lays back and just opens fire with a ton of bullets just raining in the enemy's face, you go and be the support guy and you help out your teammates with ammo and stuff like that. If you want to sit back and pick guys off to provide some long-range support, then be the recon class. And if you want to blow stuff up, then be the engineer class, or fix stuff, I guess, but that's not as cool. So there's definitely more of an emphasis on which class you choose, which is a lot different from Modern Warfare 3, because you can't fully customize each class in this game. And by fully customize, I mean like completely. I mean each class in this game has different guns available to it, unlike where in Modern Warfare 3 you could have 10 custom classes, all with different guns, all with different purposes. You could have a sniper rifle for the purpose of rushing, and in this game you can't slap an RPG on a sniper rifle class, which is kind of refreshing, because then you don't get hit with like a sniper and then the guy just whips out an RPG, you know. Here's actually a nice kill feed. I thought I got the third guy with that spray, so I turned around, but I didn't, so I was disappointed. I thought that was a triple kill. But yeah, so once again, the classes have such a big difference in this game on the impact of the actual gameplay, and so that's really cool. And also, another reason that this game won Best First-Person Shooter is the sound. Like, they work so long on the sound in the game, and like the sound of the guns, and you can really tell when you shoot a gun, it feels like it's real. I mean, obviously you don't get the vibrations and stuff, but the actual sound feels really realistic, and it creates this sort of gaming experience that's a lot unlike Modern Warfare 3, because I mean, I shoot like the MSR in that game, and I just want a gag from the sound, because the sound is so nasty. It's so like unoriginal, just like a slap, and a sniper rifle like the MSR would not sound like a slap. I mean, of course, I'm assuming. I didn't actually go do some research on the MSR. Don't even know if that's a real gun. Some of the guns are made up. But this game is just, the sound is so much more realistic, as well as the actual gameplay. There are vehicles in this game. In real warfare, you have vehicles, and in this game, you have vehicles. which is really cool. And so people who utilize those vehicles can do really well, and people who like to destroy those vehicles or like go hard against tanks, like you see an enemy tank coming at you, you can spot it, and you do this by clicking the select button. This is for Xbox 360 and PS3. You click select. If you're on PC, you actually press Q. But what it does is it marks the tank or whatever vehicle you're marking, or even individual foot soldiers. It marks them on both the screen for every other player on your team, as well as on the minimap. So as you can see, if you look at the red dots on the minimap, those are either people shooting or people who are spotted. If you see someone on the minimap who has a red dot over their head for an extended period of time, it's usually because they've been spotted by your teammates. So like as soon as I started shooting at that guy, you saw the red dot appear above his head, and that shows up for everybody on my team, and it creates such more of like a team feel to the game. Because let's say you're an engineer and you're using an SMG, and you spawn or you deploy, and you're running into the combat zone, and you see a sniper who's shooting at you. You take cover, you pop up, you mark him, you lay back down, and you call him out to one of the guys in your squad who is a sniper or the recon class, and hopefully they'll pick him off in the long range gun battle, and while they're doing that you can run away. So it's like so much more of a team feel, because the SMGs, the engineer class, the LMG, the assault rifle, no gun is going to reach that long of a range, because in this game they take into account the actual bullet drop. So I'll probably release some sniping commentaries or some sniping gameplays on this channel once I get a little bit better, and you'll see how I have to aim above their heads at long distance, and above their bodies, because the actual bullet drop. And I'm talking about really long distance here. Medium range, you hardly have to aim above, if at all. But so there's a lot of cool things like that you have to take into effect. And another really cool aspect of the game, sorry I'm moving really quickly, this is only like a 15-minute long video and I have a ton of stuff to talk about this game, but another really cool aspect is the squads. And the squads are up to 4 people, and I think they're like, I don't know, depending on what game type you're playing. I've been playing where you can have like 16 people per team or something like that. But anyways, you can join a squad, and these are the guys that dictate where you can deploy after you die, where you can deploy, and who you talk to in the in-game chat. So if you're in a squad, you can see these guys who are green on my HUD, on my HUD, on my HUD, in the bottom left to the right of the minimap. Those guys who are green are in my squad. So it's me and 2 other guys in my squad, and I could talk to them if they had mics, which unfortunately they don't in this game, I don't believe, or I didn't have my mic in or something. And also, after I die, when I choose where I want to deploy, I can actually spawn on them instead of just back at a random spawn. So you choose where you deploy and where you like get into the game, which is a really cool aspect of the game that introduces like a whole new factor of skill into it. Because if you're good at deploying and you know where you want to be and where the enemies are, then you can be in combat in a matter of seconds. Another thing, if you guys played Battlefield 2, you could be annoyed by the vehicles because a lot of your teammates are douches and go and stand at like the landing pad for the helicopter, and they just wait for literally 10 minutes and waste the entire game so they can get one joyride and like crash into the Eiffel Tower or whatever building is on the map. In this game, that's not going to happen as much because you can spawn or you can deploy directly into a vehicle if that vehicle is unoccupied or has open spaces. So if the vehicle's just chilling there at your home base and it respawned and nobody else is at your home base because nobody's paying attention because they're all in the combat zone spawning on or deploying on squad mates and stuff, you can actually deploy directly into that vehicle, which is really cool and saves the time of like deploying and then sprinting for 5 minutes to go find the vehicle and stuff like that. And it also eliminates, for the most part, people just waiting at the spawn of the vehicle, which is really nice. So I have a ton more to talk about this game, but this gameplay is wrapping up and this video can only be 15 minutes long or so. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you do enjoy this gameplay and that you want to check out the game yourself, because you totally should. It's definitely worth it. Yeah, so thanks again for watching this. I hope you liked it. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And if you'd like more videos like this of Battlefield 3, let me know in the comments. Or if you don't, please put some suggestions so I know what you guys want to see in the future. Thanks a lot, and peace out.